So as a little boy, I wanted to be that guy. The guy that would hit that home run in the bottom of the ninth, seventh game of the World Series to help my team win. But I quickly realized that I would never turn pro. I was never going to be good enough to turn pro, and so I became a huge baseball fan, and more importantly, a huge Mets fan, especially after they won in 1969 and then again in 1986. Baseball to me was extremely important because it taught me a number of skills that have translated into my work life. The truth is that right now I'm a weekend warrior and I get to play Sunday softball in leagues across New York State. But part of the reason I think I can play shortstop pretty well is because I played here. This was my field growing up, and I'm showing it to you not because I'm looking for sympathy, but the truth is that I think I learned how to play shortstop because I built good hand-eye coordination in that area. I also learned a big lesson living in that neighborhood. When my father worked, life was better, and when he didn't, it was not. When he brought home a paycheck, I was able to buy the 10-cent Spaldings to play all summer long. And when there was no money, it was the rocks that we would throw and hit. I have spent my entire career promoting what I truly believe, that one of the best poverty alleviation programs out there is a good paying job. Good evening, my name is Plinio Ayala and I'm the president and CEO of a not-for-profit named perch. We're a 20-year-old not-for-profit founded in the South Bronx that trains hundreds of Americans every year with the skills they need to enter and compete into careers as IT professionals. Over the course of our history, we've trained about 4,500 individuals. Collectively, our graduates now earn over $150 million a year, and that number grows every single day. If that number is not impressive enough, here are two more that I think will knock your socks off. When our students come to us, they earn less than $7,000 a year. When they leave, they earn better than $28,000 a year. We're trying to do our best to win the war on poverty, one student at a time. But the impact is not just on the students we serve. It is also on the families that our students now support and the communities that they now live in. Why are we successful? I think the primary reason we're successful is because we recognize that our most important client is the employer. And so we're constantly talking to our employer partners to understand where IT is trending, and then use that information to build curricula to train people for vacant IT jobs. Our approach is pretty simple. Train people for jobs that exist. Several months ago, I was heading down into the city on the subway, and our office is in the middle of the South Bronx, and I was jumping on the 6 train, and I bumped into a student who had just graduated from the program 2 months prior. She comes over to me, gives me a big hug, and says to me, "Plinio, this program is transformational. My life is completely different." She then reported that she was heading on to work. She was now working at a Fortune 500 company, and she was earning over $50,000 a year. Before she leaves me, she whispers in my ear, "Plinio, now I can afford my rent, and I can afford to give my kids what they truly deserve." We recognize that the work that we're doing is not enough. And so over the next couple of years, we plan to expand our footprint to other cities throughout the country. Already, we have offices in Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio, and by 2014, we hope to be in Washington, D.C., and either Dallas or Atlanta. It is truly our hope that by 2015, we will be serving 1,000 Americans a year. The impact will be huge. Taxpayers that will improve our economy. People that were not working before. That is the best anti-poverty program that I can think of. When you give someone a fish, they eat for a day. When you teach them how to fish, well, we all know how that saying ends. Help me help others learn how to fish. I thank you. Visit our website at www.perscolas.org to learn how you can help. Have a good evening.